Good afternoon, everyone. Today we will be conducting the pre-bid conference for CY 2024 Civil Works projects from 24 GE001 to 24 GE006. To start with, please all stand for a prayer.
Let us pray. Mighty God, our Father, we praise and thank you for this day. You have given us another opportunity to appreciate God, to fulfill our mission and instrument of peace and progress. Please pardon us for our shortcomings. Help us to amend our qualities. We will talk about our masters and sons. Father, bless all the efforts, especially today, as we conduct the pre-bid conference. Guide us in our discussions. Enlighten our minds in every position that we need. Give us your grace to be benefit to our parts as public servants. Bless our plans, programs, and projects so that we may achieve our objectives and greater glory. For this we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Angel Gandanan, Engineer Lea Joy Galindo. And for our back secretariat member, we have
Kilometer 77 plus 094 to kilometer 97. Source of fund FY 2024. Contract ID 24GE0003. Contract name, road widening, specific locations along Central Road, San Miguel, Constancia, Cabano, Ikawayan, S0025GR. Kilometer 52 plus 440 to kilometer 53 plus 00. Location, Cabano, San Lorenzo, Guimaras. With an ATC of 33,482,000. Source of fund, FY 2024 National Expenditure Program, Early Procurement Activity. With a contract duration of 189 calendar days. Cost of bid documents, 25,000 pesos. Contract ID 24GE0004. With the contract name, construction of concrete road, Lukmayan, San Roque, La Paz Road, lead contract duration of 111 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 25,000 pesos. Contract ID 24GE0005. Contract name, construction of concrete road, Sitio Talungon, Tangao Bridge, Sitio Road in support of mango industry and native delicacy, Sitio Tamukol, Nueva Valencia, Guimaras. Location, Concordia Sur, Nueva Valencia, Guimaras, with an APC of 7,840,000. Source of fund, FY 2024 National Expenditure Program, Early Procurement Activity. Contract duration, 58 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents. Scope of work for 24GE000, 24G miscellaneous structures. Scope of works for 24GE0006. Part D, other general requirements. Part C, earthworks. Part D, sub-base and base course. Part E, surface courses. Part G, drainage and category C and D. Single largest project, about 500,000 up to 10 million pesos. Allowable range of contract cost up to 15 million pesos. The required pickup license for 24GE0003, 24GE004, and 24GE0005 projects are as follows. Size range, medium A. License category B. Single largest project above 10 million up to 100 million pesos. Allowable range of contract cost up to 100 million pesos. Major categories of works for 24GE001. Roads, Rehabilitation, PCCP. Similar categories of works, roads, construction, PCCP, roads, construction, tunnel, PCCP. Major categories of works for 24 GE 0002. High-rise concrete frame driven piles. Buildings, construction with piles, low-rise concrete frame. Buildings, construction without piles, high-rise concrete frame. Buildings, industrial plant, low-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, high-rise. Buildings, industrial plant, medium-rise. Major categories of works for 24 GE 0003, 24 GE 0004, 24 GE 0005, and 24 GE 0006, or matters affecting the list.
This contract shall include all such items, although not specifically mentioned, that can be reasonably inferred as being required for its completion as if such items were expressly mentioned herein. All the provisions of RA number 9184 and its 2016 revised RR, including the generic procurement manual and associated issuances, constitute the primary source for the terms and conditions of the contract and thus applicable in the contract implementation. Nor any clauses shall serve as a secondary source for the terms and conditions of the contract. This is without prejudice to section 74.1 and 74.2 of the time to address such delay may be addressed through contract extension case later than the signing of the contract with the procuring entity acknowledges the right of the procuring entity. The procuring entity shall forfeit its performance security, subject its properties to attachment or garnishment proceedings, and perpetually disqualify it from participating in any public bidding. All payables of the GOP in this favor shall be offset to recover the cost. The warranty against structural defects, failures, except that occasioned on force majeure, shall cover the period from the date of issuance of the certificate of final acceptance by the procuring entity. Specific duration of the warranty is found in the ECC. Number 8, liability of the contractor. Subject to additional provisions, if any, set forth in the ACC, the contractor's liability under this contract shall be as provided by the laws of the Republic of the Philippines. If the contractor is a joint venture, all partners to the joint venture shall be jointly and severally liable to the procuring entity. Number 9, termination for other causes. Contract termination shall be initiated in case it is determined.
Number 10, day works. Subject to the guidelines on duration ordered in Annex E of the 2016 revised RRR of RA number 9184, and if applicable, as indicated in the general method, submit an updated program of works within this period. The procuring entity's representative stated in the ECC from the next payment certificate and continue to withhold this amount until the next payment after the date on which the overdue program of work has been submitted. Advance payment. The procuring entity shall, upon a written request of the contractor which shall be submitted as a contract document, make an advance payment to the contractor in an amount not exceeding 15%, as otherwise stipulated in the ECC. Materials and equipment delivered on the site but not completely put in place shall not be included for payment. 15. Operating and maintenance manuals. If required, the contractor will provide as-built drawings or operating and maintenance manual as specified in the ECC. If the contractor does not provide the drawings or manuals by the date stated above, or they do not receive the procuring entity's representative approval, the procuring entity's representative may withhold the amount stated in the ECC from
the corresponding clauses in the GCC incorporated. Amendments and or supplementals
of bidding, the specifications must be drafted to permit the widest possible competition and at the same of the most recent or current models and incorporate all recent improvements in design and materials unless provided otherwise in the contract. Samples of specifications from previous similar projects are useful in this respect. The use of metric units is mandatory. Most specifications are normally written specially by the procuring entity or its representative to suit the works at hand. There is no standard set of the same country or region where similar conditions prevail. The general specification should cover all classes of workmanship, materials, and equipment commonly involved in construction, although not necessarily to be used in a particular works contract. Divisions or addenda should then adopt the general specifications of the particular works. Care must be taken in drafting specifications to ensure that they are not restrictive. In the specification of standards for goods, materials, and workmanship, recognized international standards should be used as much as possible. Where other particular standards are used, whether national standards or other standards, the specification should state that goods, materials, and workmanship that meet other authoritative standards and which ensure substantially equal or higher quality and work performed or tested. The provisions of the latest current edition or revision of the relevant standards and codes in effect shall apply, unless otherwise expressly stated in the contract. Where such standards and codes are national or relate to a particular country or region, other authoritative standards that ensure a substantially equal or higher quality than the standards and codes specified will be accepted, subject to the procuring entity's representatives' prior review and written consent. Differences between the standards specified in the proposed alternative or higher quality, the contractor shall comply with the standards specified in the documents. These notes are intended only as information for the procuring entity or the person drafting the bidding documents. They should not be included in the final bidding documents.
Drawings and bill of quantities, please see the uploaded files on PhilGIPS and DPWH website. Since these projects are under early procurement activities, it is understood that the funds for these projects are to be approved for FY 2024 for the information and guidance of interested prospective bidders. These are the sworn statement, ITR and financial statement, and FCC computation, valid joint venture agreement if applicable. Financial documents requirements, financial bid form, bill of quantities, detailed estimates including summary sheet, quarterly, monthly cash flow, and payment schedule. All documents shall be printed in A4 format, tabbed, and bounded. Please attach the bidding documents in the technical component of your bid. For bids to be submitted electronically online, the following procedure should participations in the bidding. Number 6, withdrawal of electronic bid. Number 7, opening of the electronic bid. Number 8, file name convention. 4GE004 at second floor bidding room, DPWH Guimaras District Engineering Office, San Miguel, Jordan Guimaras. Bids will be opened in the presence of the bidder's representative who choose to attend. Late bid shall not be accepted. Similar to manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in the BDS. Bids must be duly received by the Bank Secretariat for manual submission or at electronic bids Guimaras _Guimaras at DPWH